What is up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. I am back after we took a week off. I am your host, formerly known as the Locks That Rocks, your cyborg to die for, and you all have tuned in for Route 918, the newest podcast that we have been producing here in the last couple of weeks. And we are so glad that you have decided to join us on your lunch break as we are currently live on multiple platforms, including not only Facebook, but YouTube as well. Now, as we are kicking off this live stream, I'm getting everything together. I'm sharing this. Now, we are streaming presently on through the Surviving Rocklahoma page, but we are echoing this, of course, onto our Route 918 page. Now, as we continue to make these episodes and we get that engagement through the podcast, we will be able to unlock the ability to live stream through the Facebook page. And once we do, then we will be able to start hosting that on our very own Route 918 page. But for now, we are getting things started from the original page, the Surviving Rocklahoma, the official podcast of Rocklahoma. And we've been covering Born and Raised for several years, and we've been under a lot of pressure from not only our friends and fans, but other musical artists as well, as that we interact with throughout our adventures in the music industry. And they've been saying, dude, why don't you play more country stuff? And so I said, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to do it. And so we launched the page. Yes, I see you folks in the comments. Yes, thank you, Mindy. Yeah, we like to try to stream. We will start streaming from there as soon as we can. But for now, we stream through Surviving Rocklahoma and echo that out. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to give you an explanation as far as why we weren't able to live stream last week. We are also going to be talking a little bit about the Born and Raised Country Music Festival that's coming up here in a couple of weeks, just 2 weeks after Rocklahoma, which takes place Labor Day weekend next week. The week after next. Rock Week starts next week. So, man, it all runs together. So, how are you guys getting prepared? Let us know in the comments if you're going to be coming to these fine festivals. Now, we are also going to be featuring some music, including one of the artists that you will be seeing at Born and Raised Country Music Festival, Lin Wilson, as we have also linked up with them, and we will be visiting with Miss Wilson at the festival. We can't wait to ask some of your questions. Now, we asked on Facebook if you had any questions, and as we secure more artists for interviews, we will do more of those posts so that you can get your questions in and we can ask them on behalf of their fans and the festival goers. So make sure that you are following the Route 918 podcast so that you get those notifications and you can get your questions in. And you never know, you might be able to get an answer to all those questions that you've been dying to ask one of the amazing artists that will be playing that weekend. Now, we are also going to be featuring a track that was submitted to us last week from Chris Johnson and the Hollywood Hillbillies, and we are so excited about that, these two tracks that was submitted to us, and we will be sharing those with you here in a little bit. But before we do that, what do you say we give it up for our sponsors? First up, of course, is Rebellious Photography, who has been covering Rocklahoma and other local festivals for us for over 5 years now. She just recently rebranded to Rebellious Photography, and this is where all of the festival photos will be posted. Now, she is also formerly known as Photography by Angel Lee, and if you would like to see those photos from her coverage over the last few years, you can find them on Photography by Angel Lee, as well as her photos from Born and Raised 2025. And she had an absolute blast, and she will be back with us this year. However, this year we will be set up in our radio booth as we make our Radio Road debut at Born and Raised Music Festival this year. We are so excited, and we're going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to have in the booth coming up here a little bit later in the show. Now, we also want to give a shout out to At Your Service Rentals, the official purveyors of the Pooh Shacks for Rocklahoma and for Born and Raised Country Music Festival. And I tell you what, if you would like to have your own personal restroom for your campsite, it is simple. All you got to do is check out their website, At Your Service Rentals, and you can just do a simple search of AYS Rentals, Born and Raised. There it is. You can reserve your own restroom for a small fee, but you get to squat in confidence, and you don't have to share the shitter with all the rest of the folks out there. You can also get your own swimming pool as well to help you beat that summer heat. Now, we also want to give a huge thank you to another Born and Raised partner, one of their newest partners. I'm talking about the Redneck Bitches, the alter ego of the Rocklahoma Bitches, as they have been a long-time supporter of the local community, and they had an amazing event at the venue Shrine this past weekend. We were there representing not only Surviving Rocklahoma, but the new podcast as well, and we had some of those newest printed shirts. Now, if you are interested in getting a Route 918 t-shirt with that logo right there, you can pre-order those and get with us. You can you can either email through the show, route918podcast@gmail.com, or you can shoot me a message through the Facebook page, and we'll get you added to the list. Hopefully we may have some in time for Rocklahoma. If not, we definitely will by Born and Raised. We also want to thank our newest sponsor, one of our newest sponsors of both our coverage of both events. Now, they are a long-time staple of Rocklahoma and Born and Raised Music Festival, as Catch a Ride taxi service. The folks who do the carts out there, they are our newest sponsor, and we are so happy to be collaborating with them this year. Let me get their Facebook page popped up right there, and make sure you go ahead and click this follow button right there, just like I did. Now, they are so excited, and they will be on site. Now, you guys it's $5 a person per ride, or you can just get you a whole ticket bundle, which will give you 20 tickets, which is for 20 rides, and you'll have the contact information of some of the drivers so that you can be sure to get yourself picked up a little bit faster. And now, last year they sold 386 bundles, so they want to see if they can break that record and get 500. And the 500th ride, the 500th person or bundle will also come with $1,000 cash. So if you haven't got your bundles for tickets through Catch a Ride, be sure to go ahead and get those, because the 500th bundle will also come with the prize of $1,000 cash. Absolutely awesome, guys. And I tell you, as I'm getting older in years, I am not getting around like I used to. And those, I will definitely be utilizing that taxi service this year. We also want to thank the Big Old Bus for bringing a busload of debauchery to a festival near you. Now, they will be at Rocklahoma, which is where they came from. The whole thing was developed and evolved in the Rocklahoma community campgrounds, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger every year, drawing more and more people. And they've decided to expand. And our good friend, the Licka Daddy of Pryor, Oklahoma, has been the man behind the wheel for the last year, and they have actually expanded their stage. They've got a whole host of new advancements and cool new things that they're doing with the bus, and I'm told that the Big Old Bus will be making its born and raised debut this year as well. So we're going to have a party spot in the VIP section of the campgrounds at Born and Raised this year. So I'm so excited about that one. We will get more details as they come available. I also want to give a shout out to Full Blood Clothing. Full Blood Productions. Full Blood has come in clutch for us several times over the last couple of years, and I've known the folks behind it ever since, oh my gosh, since high school. And they have been up to some amazing things lately. They did the video production for our 10 Years of Mayhem event last year, where they captured some interviews and stage performances. They were also out at the Rocklahoma Bitches event at the Venue Shrine this past weekend, getting some interviews. And we have partnered with them in our new podcast, and we will be bringing you some content from them as well. So we want to give a huge shout out to the Full Blood, as they are also the folks who have been helping us get the limited edition prints, new t-shirts, and they are the ones taking our pre-orders now if you would like those t-shirts. Now, we also want to thank our newest sponsor. We were going to announce them last week, but unfortunately, I got some really bad news last Wednesday morning, so we weren't able to go do a live stream. But we are so excited to announce a local business out of Pryor, Oklahoma, that has just recently joined the team of sponsors that power this podcast. Let me see what's going on here. It looks like I'm having some issues. There we go. And Big Belly's Burgers in Pryor, Oklahoma is our newest sponsor, and they are some of the folks that will be powering one of our music features for the next month, and we appreciate them so much. Now, if you haven't been to Big Belly's Burgers, I'm telling you guys, you have got to do yourselves a favor. Now, I'm not just saying this because they're a sponsor. I took both my parents over there on our way back through town, and they were absolutely blown away. They said they have not had burgers that fresh and that I mean, I just can't say enough good things about them. The bread is so fresh, the meat is locally sourced and locally processed, and it is just an amazing place, and the aesthetics in the place is absolutely awesome. Now they are also going to be open for brunch during Rocklahoma, and for Born and Raised, you have got to add this as your morning food spot. So when you get up in town, and you're in town anyway, why don't you come on down to Big Belly's Burgers and get yourself something from the menu, and it will feed you throughout the afternoon. I'm telling you. Now, if you don't believe me, don't just take my word for it. We also have some prizes that we are going to be giving away. Thank you to Big Belly's Bar and Grill, once again in Pryor, Oklahoma. So you guys make sure you hang out in the live stream. I will, you know what? Lunch is going to be on us. So make sure you hang around, and we'll give you a chance to win lunch from Big Belly's Burgers, Bar and Grill in Pryor. So that will be our giveaway today. And speaking of Pryor businesses, our final sponsor, last but not least, one of the folks who are one of the biggest sponsors of the local community built around these two amazing festivals. They sponsor so many of the parties and events out there, let alone being your hotspot for those adult beverages that fuel your weekend. I'm talking about Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, the folks that sell the suds that keep me sauced. So I tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and crack open a live stream the same way we do each and every week by cracking open a beer. So do me a favor, folks, whatever you're enjoying on your lunch break, join me as we have this cheers. On behalf of Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits and all of our sponsors, cheers, everybody. Now, I myself am enjoying one of the original twisted teas that I got down there, and you guys can get your stuff. Remember, if you already know what you're wanting, you can put in your supply order early. And then you don't even have to go into the store. You don't have to go through and make sure they've got what you're wanting. You don't have to go pick stuff out, wait in line. All you got to do is get in contact with them at Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits and say, hey, this is what I need for my weekend. And then when you show up, they'll have it all packed up, ready to go. All you got to do is show your ID and pay for it. And then you can go on to the festival and link up and get the important stuff, which is hydrating, right? Adam getting twisted. Yes, ma'am. Cheers with a Dr. Pepper. Sarah Fields is in the comments. Alrighty, folks. So I tell you what, we before we get into the show, I was going to talk a little bit about it on Monday, but we had a special guest, and I really didn't want to kill the mood, and I really don't want to kill the mood now, but we have been doing this live stream for about a month now, and last week, which would have been like, I think, episode 4, I almost never cancel live streams. Seldom, I mean, I do my best to be reliable and here each and every week, but one thing I will always tell you folks, and I'll say it to, I've said it a million times, family comes first, and it doesn't matter whether it's work, whether you're paid to, the most important things in life is your family, because that's where you come from. Though that's the people who molded you into who you are. And at the end of the day, those are the folks that are in your life, regardless of what you have going on. And unfortunately, one of the people that almost my entire family look up to, my Uncle Norman, passed away last week. And it was actually the morning of the live stream. And the this one was a big one for us because my family is a large family. I think there's like 11 brothers and sisters. Each of them had two or three or more kids. Each of those kids are having two to three more kids. I mean, we have a big family. Now, if that wasn't a big enough deal as it is, my Uncle Norman was also in the military, and he is one of the main influences, along with some dear friends and other family members. But he is one of the folks that motivates me to do all of the work I do with my good friends in Rockavet, who believes that music is medicine. And they um he was in Vietnam. He was like many folks who were drafted and sent off to war across the on the other side of the globe, against his will. Didn't matter whether he supported the war or not. This was the 60s, and he went off to Vietnam like so many others. He passed away last week, and it is my honor to honor one of the most influential warriors that I've known growing up, and that is my Uncle Norman. And we want to also thank all of our other men and women in uniform that are serving, our veterans who did their duties, put their lives on the line for all of us, the people for without whom was ready and went and served their country. Who knows where we would be? So it is in Norman's name that I continue my work with Rockavet, and we want to thank all of you guys. And so, if you guys would, and even if not for my the warrior in my family, maybe the warrior in your own family, let's give up a secondary cheers. On thanks to Rockavet and all, my uncle and all of the other men and women who have served, continue to serve, and will serve the United States military, active service, and all of our heroes out there. Cheers, y'all. Now, on that note, unfortunately, and while this doesn't necessarily pertain to Route 918, unfortunately, I will be having to miss the first half of Friday at Rocklahoma, as they will be doing the Folds of Honor and a military service um, for him. So I will be heading out to the festival afterwards, but I will be missing the first part of Rocklahoma on Friday so that I can be a part of the funeral. Alrighty, and with that being said, y'all, we also want to thank everybody who came out to the Rocklahoma Bitches show. It was an amazing event. We linked up with so many of the community camps, a lot of the artists that make up the music community, and we even had some folks that, while they may not be on the rock side, they may love that countryside. And so they were also there getting ready for Born and Raised as well. There was just so many people that organized so many projects at the at either festival that were present for the event. And we want to thank each and every one of you folks for coming out, as well as the Rocklahoma bitches, aka the Redneck Bitches, for putting on such an amazing event. They are proud sponsors of the show. So, you know what, folks? I've been talking a lot. The hour is already almost halfway behind us. So I tell you what, let's serve you all up some lunchtime tunes, why don't we? Now, I tell you what, actually, let's give you a taste of Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Now, this next artist is just somebody that collaborates with every year. She's on multiple stages. She performs multiple times throughout the festival, whether she's scheduled to or not. And you never know who she's going to be working with out there. And people like that, I absolutely love to follow their adventures, because you never know what they're going to be coming up with next. So we are so excited that we are actually going to be joined by her this year at Born and Raised as we do our traditional coverage. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is Jamie Lin Wilson.
Well, I recall it clearly like I'm seeing it today. I never felt a thing until you looked at me that way. Until I touched your skin, until you turned and walked away. I recall it clearly like I'm seeing it today. Your skin had smelled of sweat and smoke and little sweet cigars. Ceiling stained with years of troubled hearts and covered scars. Your hand held my own right through the corridor of cars. Led me to the world of wishing wells and shooting stars. Could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. When you're kissed by a fool, you're fooled by a kiss. I believed you, baby, and your silver lined tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. Well, we drove on through the night into that sticky Texas heat. The moon was bright and shine down upon the vinyl seats. The low light had you looking like a lover in a dream. Talk to me like I was something more than 17. Could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. You're kissed by a fool, you're fooled by a kiss. I believed you, baby, and your silver lined tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. David Beckham. Well, the morning light shone somber through a lonely window frame. In the faded stars, I wish that I could just forget your name. Cut you from my past, cut the candle from the flame. But to look back at it now, I might have done it all the same. Could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. When you're kissed by a fool, you're fooled by a kiss. I believed you, baby, and your silver lined tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. Oh, I believed you, baby, and your silver lined tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. Here you go, Dad.
give it up, everybody. Jamie Lin Wilson, this sweet little cigar, as she will be smoking up that stage at Born and Raised Music Festival. We can't wait to see her out there. Now, if you guys have a question for Jamie, I tell you what, head on over to Route 918 Facebook page and find the post and drop your question in there, and I will do my best to get that one on over. And you never know, we might get that answered in the interview. We appreciate all of you folks. Or I tell you what, you can even do one better. You can come over to Radio Row at the festival alongside all of the other radio stations and come out and hang out with us. And you can watch us sit down with these artists and watch the interviews while we conduct them right there. So I can't wait. It is so exciting to make our debut. We covered every single one since before the inception. We were even there for the one that never happened, COVID, right? But we'll save that for another day. So tell me, guys, what do you guys got coming up in the coming weeks? Now, this weekend, I've been talking a lot about Rocklahoma, and, you know, we are the official podcast, and that is the next festival on the horizon for us. So I tell you what, if you would like a chance to win VIP Rocklahoma passes, we are doing a Mayhem's swag grab, and you can head on over to survivingrocklahoma.com. We are selling chances to win some swag, and we've got almost a dozen amazing prizes in there, including 2 tickets, 2 VIP passes to Rocklahoma, 2 GA Born and Raised tickets. We have this amazing statue that was printed and designed for us by Heavenly Printing. You get a chance to win that. We've also got a swag bag from one of the Rocklahoma camps, and as of this morning, we had somebody that had just donated another Surviving Rocklahoma cup, and it'll be a bit brighter than this one. This one, I use this one constantly, and so it's a little faded, but yeah, they'll be throwing one of those in there as well. I also have an at your service rentals service pack in there as well. So you guys, that will be running through the weekend, and I will begin announcing all the winners Monday when we go live from the Rocklahoma campgrounds. Now, for you Born and Raised folks, I encourage you to watch the live stream on location, because we're going to be talking a bit about the campgrounds and giving you a little idea of what you can expect from the campground environment, you know, your campsites and all of that stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I am still packing all of my stuff. I am so not prepared, and I'm the guy who makes the survival guide, so I got to start getting that stuff ready. But I got my generator going. I think I've got a couple of portable air conditioners for my tent, so me and my crew will be nice and cool. And yeah, I'm going through the stuff right now. Let me know in the comments, what is your top items that you have to bring to a music festival. Now, obviously, you got your tent, your RV, you've got the things you always have to bring, but what is your top item that you never go without, that most people would be kind of surprised? They're like, oh, that's genius. I got to think of that. We'd like to have your advice in the comments as folks are getting ready for Born and Raised as well. I'm going to go to the comments. Speaking of Tamara, she says she gets so much joy when her sons spin her around listening to this music. The look of pride on their faces, knowing they're making their mama happy. I'll be gushing over them. Gonna be a whole pack of them at Born and Raised. That's awesome, Tamara. I confessed I can't dance. I worked in the bars. I was a DJ at a bar. We did a lot of country events, but I never learned how to two-step. I can't dance. I might be left-handed, but I also have two left feet, so I couldn't dance if my life depended on it. Monty says, the Lick of Daddy says, top item of Vine is to finish the stage and accessories. True story. You better get on that. Badass Lori Brass says she's still loading in everything into her camper as well. Tomorrow she's going to be putting the foods, snacks, and the non-perishables line in there. Christy says, don't forget the lemons. Mindy, you are right. The chafe stick. Gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, I don't care who you are. Trust me, go to the travel section in your favorite store, whether it be Walmart, Dollar General, get you a small bottle of baby powder. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the chafe is real. If you don't, you're going to be walking funny by Sunday. Trust me. We'll teach you. Teach me. Chris likes he drinks pouches, drink pouches for cheap rum inside. Yeah. Justin, our our scavenger hack guy hasn't even started packing yet, but I do want to give a huge shout out to Justin Hoppy, aka the Flamingo, and David Henderson, aka George Washington. Together, they are the founding flockers, and these folks have been doing amazing work for many years alongside with us at Rocklahoma and Born and Raised as well. Now, we've been doing scavenger hunts at Rocklahoma every year. And we had some amazing friends that had been helping us the last couple of years. Huge shout out to Christy and all the crew at Camp F Around and Find Out, Camp FAFO. However, they're not going to be able to make it this year, and Justin has so graciously accepted my offer to come on over to the red dirt side and bring his scavenger hunt expertise to the Born and Raised Festival as well. And so, with their help, we are going to be we have the scavenger hunt available for you fine folks to earn your chance at a grand prize signed guitar that we will be giving away. And these guitars are signed by all of the artists that we interact with at the festival. And these things are worth thousands of dollars. These are similar to some of the guitars that are being auctioned up for amazing cause. And we appreciate each and every one of you folks who bid on those amazing guitars that go out through the main stage as they fund some charitable groups. Now, for us, we have an amazing opportunity to interact with so many artists in what we do and in our coverage in the media areas and on Radio Row, of course. And so we utilize that to get these guitars signed. And this is how we give back to all of you folks who have supported these podcasts over the years. And you can win these priceless guitars for scot-free. And all you got to do is experience the festivals. So we do appreciate you folks. We appreciate the founding flockers for helping us find people who have earned these guitars by organizing this scavenger hunt, and we want to appreciate. We also want to thank the Redneck Bitches, aka the Rocklahoma Bitches, Christy and Kendra, for donating that guitar that we're going to be giving away this year. And we are so excited for you folks to see these. Now, the cool thing about us being on Radio Row is we will have them housed there, and they will be under lock and key. And you can watch them as they evolve and gain more signatures as you build that excitement. And Sunday of the festival, we will be giving those things away. And we are so excited about it. Let's see, going back into the comments. Oh, Sarah Marti just got back from the dentist and she can't feel her face. Well, cheers to you. That is so awesome. I tell you what, now we're, I had a joke there, but I forgot it. I'm still airing out. And we want to, we want to thank the Daniel from the Cowboy Cup from joining us on Monday for our Surviving Rocklahoma Live as we talked about the Cowboy Cup and their debut at Rocklahoma this year. That was a fun live stream. I don't think I've ever partaken of the cerebral celery on air, and that one went a little long. You could say Adam got a little carried away. Alrighty, folks. You know what? I tell you what, it's been a while since we played some music, so I tell you, let's go ahead and feature some more tunes. Why don't you? And this next band, they answered the call. Now, remember, folks, if you want your music featured here on the program, it's easy. All you got to do is shoot us an email to route918podcast@gmail.com. and let us know what song you would like us to play. Give us that permission to play your music. Include a high-quality recording and maybe some visuals and EPK. Let us know if you got any gigs coming up. We would love to talk up your next performance. But that's what powers this show, is we love to have submissions from local artists who are out there doing that grind and they just want to be heard. Well, that's what this program is for, because we support local music. And this band sent us an email, and I absolutely love the video, and I think it's a perfect soundtrack for a lunch hour. So before you guys have to go clock in for the day and you're finishing up your lunch, I tell you what, as I like to say, chew on this tasty nugget from Chris Johnson and the Hollywood Hillbillies.
Well, it's hard to be working stiff. I'm like a slave to the grind. Bouncing out old time clock for years, always falling farther behind. But I'll keep on dreaming of the better days ahead. When I feel like falling down, I get back up instead. I'll keep my eyes on the prize. I stay focused every day. But Friday night I'm dragging, man, but come Monday I'm back in the race. But I'll keep on dreaming of them better days ahead. When I feel like falling down, I get back up instead. Pray for the simple man like me. Other people might give up, but I know what I want ain't free. But I'll keep on dreaming of them better days ahead. When I feel like falling down, I get back up instead. But I'll keep on dreaming of them better days ahead. When I feel like falling down, I get back up instead.
Studio audience, yes. Let's give it up one more time for Chris Johnson and the Hollywood Hillbillies. That track was brought to you by Your Lunch Spot. I hope you guys had an amazing lunch. And just for sitting through this entire broadcast, listening to me flap my gums, talking about this amazing community in our area and featuring some great tunes, I would like to buy you guys lunch. Somebody, who do you know that is going to be in Pryor in, we'll just say, in the next month? I tag them in the comments right now. Say, hey, we need to go to Pryor and we need to get some lunch. So tag them right now as we are about to give you an opportunity to win a free lunch on the show, courtesy of the folks that bring you today's lunchtime tunes, Big Belly's Bar and Grill in Pryor, Oklahoma. And while you all are doing that, I just want to remind each and every one of you folks that artists, if you would like your music featured here on the show, it's easy. All you got to do, send us an email, did it again. Wrong one. There we go. Route 918 podcast. Route 918 podcast. We would love to feature your country, red dirt, your southern rock, outlaw country music. Country artists, we would love to feature you here on the show so people can jam out to your tunes on their lunch break. And it doesn't matter how you are consuming the content, whether it's on Facebook, hit that like and follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We love to have you folks tuning in each and every week. And I like to tell folks, as long as you keep watching, I'll keep making them. And you can also check us out on those podcast networks, anywhere you get your podcast. You can look up Surviving Rocklahoma, and coming soon, Route 918. We will be on iHeartRadio by the end of next month. So be watching for us to make our podcast network debut. And we appreciate each and every one of you folks almost as much as we appreciate these sponsors. First up is DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? And Rocky will be doing at the DEB concert stage inside the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma. I believe he's also one of the proud sponsors of Born and Raised as well. Now, if you're going to be out at the festival, you don't have to share the facilities with everybody else. You can squat in confidence. Thank you to At Your Service Rentals. You don't want to be stuck out like that guy looking for a place to go. Number 2.
Dinner was full.
He didn't call At Your Service Rentals. We also want to thank the Redneck Bitches for everything that they've been doing for the podcast and the local community. Remember, folks, you can find the Redneck Bitches and the Rocklahoma Bitches on Facebook, and they are proud sponsors of the Rocklahoma and Born and Raised Scavenger Hunt. We also want to thank our proud partner, Rebellious Photography. You can find her stunning images by going to Facebook, Rebellious Photography. You can also see her past photos from events in the past from photography by Angel Lee. Make sure that you follow both of those pages, as Rebellious Photography is where all of the upcoming festival photos will be posted. Now, we also want to thank the folks that are helping all of you, as well as helping us haul ass across the campgrounds. I'm talking about the Catch a Ride taxi service. Remember, folks, $5 per person per ride, or you can get you a ticket bundle of 20 rides for $100. And for those of you who are buying bundles for Rocklahoma, the 500th bundle will also come with $1,000 in cash. Now, just like I supported my own personal hero, my Uncle Norman, and his service to his country, we also want to thank all of our other veterans, our friends and family, as the charity group Rock a Vet believes that music is medicine, and it is their mission to get that medicine to our veterans, empowering veterans to heal from mental health challenges through the raw power of rock and roll, established in 2019 with over 400 passes donated. If you would like to get involved, check out rockavet.org. We also want to thank the Big Old Bus for bringing a busload of debauchery, not only to Rocklahoma, but this year they're going to be bringing it to Born and Raised, and it is going to be an amazing time for all of you who have not seen the bus in all of its glory. You are about to have your minds blown, and it is all going down at Rocklahoma and at Born and Raised Music Festival. We also want to thank Full Blood. Full Blood, thank you so much for everything that you guys have been doing, capturing that content, not only of the Rocklahoma Bitches show this past week, but our 10 years of Mayhem event last year, as well as coming in clutch, as the kids say, on getting our pre-orders completed. Remember, folks, if you would like pre-orders of the Route 918 t-shirt and our newest design for Surviving Rocklahoma, you can get with us, as we are going to be wrapping up this batch of pre-orders in order to have them at Rocklahoma on time, but we will still also have some more ready at Born and Raised as well. You'll be able to pick them up at the booth. However, remember, folks, you cannot do commerce at the festivals. So we're doing it ahead of time, and then you can pick your stuff up there. And last but not least, oh, wait, yes. And once again, we want to thank our newest sponsor, Big Belly Burgers. And it is time for us to buy somebody lunch on us. You guys have had plenty of time to invite your friends, and now it's time for a little segment we like to call the Balls of Bounty. Now, this is how I like to do things. We haven't done this one on the podcast. This is something we usually do on Surviving Rocklahoma, and we've done a lot of loud things, as well as figuring out what is the best and most fair way to do drawings. And I figured, you know what? Why not play with my balls? And so we wrote some numbers here on ping pong balls, and this will be our number generator. Now, if you would like to have lunch on us, I have a $25 gift card to Big Belly's Burgers, and we will take one lucky entrant, and to qualify, in the comments right now, hashtag Big Bellies. Hashtag Big Bellies for a chance to win a $25 gift card to Big Belly's Burgers Bar and Grills. And I tell you, I can't wait to go to Pryor. There's so many reasons I like to go to Pryor. And, I'm based out of Tahlequah, but there's just so many amazing businesses up there. And let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Yes, here comes the entries. 1, 2, and we have our winner. And congratulations, Jessica Kraft. You've got you a free lunch, girl. I'm telling you, guys, check out some of this food. And I used to cut meat once upon a time. I was a butcher. I can say it. And I respect fresh food. And I watched a lot of travels with Anthony Bourdain. And this is one of the places I would love to see on there. I'm trying to get it. My internet's a little slow since I'm live streaming. But would you just look? There's a ranch burger. Yum. And hot link sandwich, classic Philly cheese. And man, the pricing on these things are just, the pricing's right and the vibe is nice. So if you want something light, deep fried, or a vibe that's just right, head on down to Big Belly's Burgers Bar and Grill in Pryor, Oklahoma. And Jessica, you've got a free lunch to try them out. And they will be open for brunch. Try their brunch burger that week of Rocklahoma, y'all. But with that being said, y'all, we are starting to run a little light on the lunch rush. So I tell you what, it's about time to clock out. And on that note, folks, remember, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of naysayers, a lot of people that is going to tell you, hell no. But you can be the person to say, hell yeah. Stay on the positive side of life, everybody, and rock on.